Hello, y'all. Welcome to Jackalope Tales, urban legends in music, where we uncover, is it real or is it a jackalope tale? I'm your host, Charles Mooney.
And I'm Lisa Umbarger. And Charles and I are founding members of the Toadies. And now we're podcasting.
And being abducted in a good way.
Totally abducted in a giant good way. Baby pro.
This isn't the bad abduction.
No, like Lindbergh, baby.
And probed in a better way.
Right. This is like, yeah, something might be stuck up your butt.
Yeah, but maybe you'll gain something.
And you might phone home. We're talking about alien abduction.
Will my finger glow?
It will. I don't know. Oh, E.T. never said that.
No, not Red
I wish
Rum,
he
but
would
it
have.
could have.
He could have.
Yeah.
What did he say? What did
E.T. phone home.
Yeah. I can't do that one.
Nah, Red Rum would have been better.
I know. We just made him like anything with fingers. It's Red Rum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he sticks it up your ass. Oh no,
E.T.
But yeah, we are talking about UFO experiences or encounters.
Yes, and I've got Mick Jagger, which he looks like something probably could have happened to him that was extraterrestrial.
Well, the fact that he's 110 and still moves around like he does, there's got to be something.
He's got like all of these children that he's populated on other planets.
Yes. And see, he gave it to Keith Richards because he never dies.
Right. And look at him. He doesn't look human. He looks kind of
He doesn't talk human.
No.
I mean,
he doesn't dance human.
No.
It's like someone was like, let's put someone in a human skin suit and put him down there to entertain those humans. Right?
It's like,
would you do it?
They live.
Yes.
If you had the right glasses, then you could see Keith as an alien. And you've got Mick, and I'm talking about Sammy Hagar.
Oh my God.
You even said you're a fan of Sammy Hagar. I mean, you liked him when you were younger, and you didn't know this.
I never heard this.
And I didn't either.
Never heard this. I've seen Sammy play a million times. In fact, I saw when they did that faux Halen tour last summer, right?
Yeah.
Which was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to hear Sammy songs, not Van Halen songs, but
right.
I did not know this about him, so it's so interesting.
And he talks about it, so
crazy,
it's right from the Hagar's mouth,
right? I've been going to see bands play that I haven't seen since I was young.
Yeah,
and this week I saw, speaking of Sammy Hagar, I saw Billy Idol and Joan Jett. That tour.
Wow. And we did go to see Billy Idol way back when. I think that was even when he was getting big, and it was like Reunion Arena.
It was Reunion Arena. This one was at Dickies Arena.
Okay.
And Joan Jett, while the performance was good, the sound was effing horrible.
No.
So freaking horrible. I yawned and it was louder than the band. And I'm not exaggerating.
No.
It was horrible. You could have full-on conversations.
What?
And it was so quiet. And I don't know if it's because I know Joan has been losing her hearing, but there was absolutely no bass. It was turned all the way down and no kick drum.
No.
And as a bassist, I was appalled.
Oh, God.
And I was loud about it. And the people around us are like, this sounds good. And I was like, you bitch, it doesn't, there's no fucking bass.
No.
And I was with my brother and my neighbor, Lee, and we were both like, well, this is not,
it too.
Yeah, this is not really very good.
So you didn't need earplugs for Joan?
No.
Oh.
No, it was so horrible.
God. And now, was this set up as a co-bill where it's like everyone gets equal time?
Yeah.
So there's no excuse that the sound people would not have known how to set her on.
Right. And I talked to my friend Scott, who's one of the production guys, and he said, Billy's folks might have put a limiter on it, but even if they put a limiter on it, there's no excuse for how it was mixed.
Oh.
If it was mixed okay and it was just quietly mixed well, I would have been fine. And then Joan did a lot of talking to the crowd, and it was like real robotic like this.
Oh no, like ordering and the drive up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're listening through a Starbucks speaker.
God.
It was horrible. And then she introduced the band, and it was really evident then when they're like, and here's the bass player. She introduced the bass player, and it was like,
no,
it was really, really quiet. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, see, everybody, see?
Yeah.
Look, it's not even fucking turned on.
Oh.
And same with the drums. Like, here's the drummer. And it was like, yeah, it was so horrible.
God,
but I was mad because I was kind of excited.
Yeah.
You know, we've played with the Toadies, played with both bands.
Yeah.
And Joan Jett was awesome.
Yeah.
Billy Idol was not when we played with them because he was having trouble getting around. It was a complete opposite at this show.
No way.
So we moved to the bar. So there's a bar that's directly in front of the stage.
Oh.
It's facing the stage.
Yeah.
We moved to the bar to meet our friend Randy.
Yeah.
And it was an effing party there. It was so fun. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't know we could come to the bar.
Yeah.
Because there's an elevator.
Well, shit.
Yeah. And because it's on the suite level.
Okay.
And went to the bar, had a couple cocktails, and Billy Idol was completely different.
Wow.
It was loud. It was fun because I was like, if this sucks, I'm going home. I'm calling it a night.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yeah.
And I even warned everybody. I was like, Billy can't move very well. He was having some trouble because when he played with us, he sat on a stool.
What?
Yeah. And walked with a cane.
What?
You know, because remember he had that motorcycle accident and had to have reconstructive surgery of his legs.
Wow. So you were playing with him right after that, or it had been
a while, but he was still having trouble getting around.
Damn.
But now he's got like robotic legs or something. He's been working out. He's got abs. He's like got muscles.
Wow.
He's like old Billy Squire.
He got probed.
Totally got probed.
Oh, something.
Some kind of alien thing happened to Billy because he's fucking phenomenal now.
They got alien Billy down.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it did my friend Lee mentioned that it did kind of look like a Vegas show with all the backdrops and everything because it was pretty lit up with cities and whatever. But it was so effing fun. And his background singers were great. They played a Stone song.
Wow. And you could hear the bass and drums.
You could hear everything. It was so good.
Oh, damn.
It was so good and so different. And I just wanted to hear a rock show, an old rock show where I hear all these songs that I loved when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And Joan Jett played those songs. But it was so distracting. And I've said this about Dickies before. It's hit or miss if you're going to get a good show there.
Shit.
So I don't
just
know.
Based on the sound?
Yeah, because when I went to go see Janet Jackson, remember I said it was totally shit.
Yes.
And my friends were stopping me from jumping over the rails to kick the shit out of the sound man.
Yeah.
It was that kind of day. And I was yelling at the sound man. It was so quiet, I could yell and the sound man could hear me because I was going, sound man sucks ass. And he heard every single word out of my mouth.
Heckling him. That's great.
It was horrible. Good. Anyway.
God. Well, yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Lisa's
I'm glad the show ended.
Shows.
I know. At least it was a 50% good show.
The other show that I saw, though, Buzzcocks.
Oh.
All the thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. They played for 2 hours. And it was phenomenal.
Just everything classic, huh?
Yeah. And, you know, Pete Shelley passed away, so I was wondering how it was going to be without their original lead singer.
Yeah.
But Steve Riggle, their original guitarist, did a great job.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Man.
So, great. Thumbs up.
The Buzzcocks.
Love it.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
Anyway.
Man. Well, overall, a good week, except for Joan Jett.
Yeah. I had fun. I like shows.
Well, speaking of aliens, so I'm figure I'll go ahead and get into Sammy Hagar.
Let's do it. I want to hear this because I did not read about it because I wanted to hear it from you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, it's worth it. It's worth it. And of course, we all know Sammy Hagar is the hard living, fast driving, tequila selling red rocker.
Yes.
So, what have your impressions been of his shows? I mean, you've been to see him a lot. So,
man, he can still belt it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can still belt. That guy's got he's got some pipes.
Yeah.
I like him because he's just a raw rock singer.
Yeah. It's just one of those where it's a fun show.
Yep.
But the man who couldn't drive 55. And it's like, but what most people don't realize about him is that before he was fronting Van Halen and selling Cabo Wabo tequila by the barrel, Sammy claims he had a close encounter of the fourth kind. So, not just a sighting, not just a blurry light in the sky. Sammy believes he was abducted by aliens, and not like in some hazy, drunken tour bus fever dream. This happened when he was completely sober. So,
I wonder if he is ever completely sober.
Oh, really? Well, I mean,
I don't know. He drinks a lot.
Okay. Just the tequila or
yeah.
Oh God.
Like even those last time when I saw him, he was drinking a lot on stage.
Ooh, man.
Like right out of the bottle, tipping them back.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, to get to the story, we got to go back to the late 60s. So Sammy's in his early 20s. He's broke. He's working odd jobs and hustling his way through the California music scene. And he's living in Fontana, California, which is basically a city known for its steel mills, smog, and apparently intergalactic tourism. One night around 3 a.m., Sammy wakes up with a jolt. Not from a bad dream or a hangover, but because something was in his head.
Okay, I thought you were going to say in his butt. So, okay. All right.
But he had a feeling like his brain had suddenly been hijacked by a cosmic pirate radio station. So he described the experience as a download, quote unquote. And we're not talking about some slow dial-up kind of stuff. Sammy claimed it was a massive data dump directly into his brain. Coordinates, numbers, images of strange machinery, data that made absolutely no sense to him, but felt overwhelmingly real. And then he blacked out.
Oh,
no, right? When he came to, he was standing outside his home. And in the yard, he was barefoot, eyes wide open, and staring up at a sky that looked just a little too empty, as if something had just left. And here's the thing. It wasn't a dream. He swears up and down that he didn't just imagine it. He believed, he knew that these beings had not only contacted him, but had uploaded something into his consciousness. Some kind of cosmic USB stick jammed right into the base of his skull. So, not the uploading you were expecting.
No.
It's insane the firsthand experience he's claiming he had with this.
Okay. Yeah. So this knowledge, did this help him as a musician?
Yeah, in fact, that's kind of what it gets into also. Yeah. So, according to Sammy, it didn't end there. Years later, he started having what he called flashbacks to that moment. Random bursts of bizarre knowledge and strange technological concepts that seemed to just appear in his mind. He even started to believe that the aliens had been tracking him since childhood.
Ooh.
He was on the radar for him. Yeah. So now in his memoir, Read My Uncensored Life in Rock, he doesn't shy away from the story at all. In fact, he practically dares you to call him crazy. He writes about it openly, saying, "It, quote unquote, it was real. Aliens were in my head, and they're probably still watching." So, but again, I mean, he felt like he had been watched ever since he was a child. So
anyone who's had this much success, it's kind of hard to argue.
It really is.
They could be insane. Because the creative muse kind of can go off the rails.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to argue with anyone because
No. I mean, that's the whole other wrinkle to this whole cosmic yarn. I mean, Sammy later speculated that his unshakable drive to create, to succeed, and to constantly build something new, whether it's music, tequila empires, or a beachfront bar franchise, is connected to that moment. That night in Fontana might have flipped some kind of entrepreneurial alien switch in his head.
I want aliens in my head. They always are in my butt. I want one in my head.
Or I get the ones that want you to seem dumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, give me something that'll really make me excel.
What if aliens that put stuff in your butt missed, or they don't recognize the human form, so they were supposed to put it in your head to make you smarter, and they were like, I don't know which thing to do. Yeah, maybe some of the aliens are misunderstood. You send a couple ones that are untrained aliens down. They didn't.
Yeah, you get the noobs.
Right. The noobs who weren't properly trained in customer service or didn't go to their anatomy classes or just kind of cheated off of their friend.
Oh, okay.
Next thing they know.
Right. The ones that Googled the star test answers.
Right.
Yeah.
They're looking into someone's brown starfish and like, I don't remember this from the test when we dissected them.
Because maybe we're opposite what the aliens are.
Right.
Oh, but yeah, that's the whole story behind him. So like next time you're sipping some overpriced Cabo Wabo or find yourself humming I Can't Drive 55, remember that you're not just enjoying a rock song or a shot of tequila. You're participating in an intergalactic experiment designed by the most successful alien abductee this side of Area 51.
Oh, man.
So that's why you've been pulled into so many shows.
Yeah.
Because that's that alien aura.
It's like, yeah. It's like, and that's why I like Star Wars.
See? Of course.
There were no alien probe things on Star Wars because they were figuring stuff out better.
Yeah.
Except the Jawas. I think the Jawas did butt stuff. Pretty certain.
Well, and then R2D2 had that little arm that would come out.
Yeah.
I think it was ready to probe.
Yeah. I think so too. But yeah, the Jawas were the butt stuff crowd. And that's like they wore the brown robes. Everyone else was like, no, Jawas are stay away from them. They're a little off.
Oh, yeah. And those sand raiders.
Oh my God. Yeah. The Tuscan Raiders were kind of
they'd tear out that hole. So
and speaking of brown holes, I'm talking about Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
So this one is so crazy to me.
Oh.
So Mick Jagger reportedly had a UFO detector installed in his home during the late 1960s.
Oh, wow.
What's a UFO detector? What is it? Like, have you heard of one?
No.
Is it something like you go to Home Depot and get the radon detector and the smoke detector?
Yeah, the carbon monoxide.
Right.
Yeah.
So this claim originates from Michael C. Luckman's book, Alien Rock, the rock and roll extraterrestrial connection, which explores the intersection of rock musicians and UFO phenomena.
Okay. Yeah.
So according to Luckman, Jagger had become deeply interested in UFOs during a 1968 camping trip in Glastonbury with his then girlfriend, Marianne Faithfull.
Okay.
During which they allegedly witnessed a luminous cigar-shaped UFO.
And she's the one that had the Mars bar supposedly stuck in her.
Right?
Ooh.
I know.
Okay.
We're reconnecting Jackalope Tales here. It was a Mars bar. It was a luminous cigar-shaped thing. They were trying to recreate the alien invasion.
Wow. Yeah.
So anyway, following this experience, Jagger purportedly installed a UFO detector at his British estate. The device was said to trigger alarms, suggesting the presence of strong electromagnetic activity in the area.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess that
just something
coincides with UFOs. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Mick believed that he could actually attract aliens with this device.
Wow.
So the Rolling Stones allegedly were visited by aliens while touring. And this is reported by Jo Wood, the former wife of Ronnie Woods, who said that the first time that they were in Brazil in 1998, she saw them.
Whoa.
And later in that year in France, again, over the stage, aliens. Like there was orbs and lights flashing.
Okay.
Both times, brightly colored lights would flash past the stage and then hover above the stage during Get Off of My Cloud.
What? No.
Right? Kind of weird.
Yeah.
So in 1999, a fluorescent green orb followed the tour plane in South America. It would fly up to the windows and move down the side of the plane and then circle back around and move down the side of the plane and hover by the windows.
Yeah.
Ooh. And this is reported by Jo Woods. Okay.
Yeah.
Jo also tells the story of a party at Mick Jagger's home. Everyone was partying by the pool when the alien alarm started going off. 3 orbs dipped down from the clouds and floated over the pool. The orbs flashed different colors. Some say they synced up with the music. The orbs then moved in a zigzag pattern through the sky and started hovering over one of the upper terraces of the mansion. Mick and Keith ran up the stairs and onto the closest terrace to the orbs. Jo said the orbs glowed blindingly bright and the air was full of static. When everyone's eyes adjusted, Mick and Keith were gone.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Abduction. Okay.
Most of the party goers were pretty lit, but they were also freaked out. So
see, it seems like the aliens are wanting to study them,
right?
Yeah.
Especially musicians,
right?
So, Jo went up to a bartender and asked them to call the cops.
Yeah,
like they're gone. They're gone. They're missing, and I'm sure that was quite the story. The bartender was like, did he go, I don't want to call the cops and say, hey, I'm at a mansion and some aliens just took Mick and Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Right? What do you say?
Oh, no. It's like, how do you even begin? And there's probably drugs all over the place.
Oh, my God. Right? Like everyone eat them.
Yeah.
Eat all the drugs.
Right. The aliens left them. Yeah.
So the bartender reported that Mick and Keith had been kidnapped.
Okay.
But left out the details of the aliens. So the cops got there pretty quickly. Within 30 minutes, the cops were there. When they arrived, they found Mick and Keith on the roof of the mansion.
Whoa.
But there was no roof access. It was more than 20 feet above the terrace.
Holy hell. Yeah.
And Mick and Keith were missing their clothes.
Oh, shit.
They were naked on the roof.
Damn.
There was no ladders, no way to get up there, especially from the terrace they were on.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Just naked on the roof.
Yeah.
And they did not look like they were completely conscious.
Okay.
They were just kind of laying there on the roof. So they got a helicopter in to get the musicians down. That was the only way they could get them down. Shit. They were on a part of the roof that was going to take special cranes or something to get up there, some kind of cherry picker thing.
Yeah.
Or a helicopter was the easiest and fastest way.
Yeah.
So they got them down. When the musicians were questioned about how they got up there, they said they did not remember. Their only memory is of being surrounded by warm pink light. They felt like they were in the womb. To this day, everyone there believes that the men were abducted by aliens. And in private, they have credited their close encounter with their longevity physically and in the music industry.
Whoa. See?
Yeah.
It took them to another level.
Right?
God. I mean, it seems like yeah, they're going to take all their clothes and throw them back down.
Right. They could not find their clothes. They never found their clothes.
Wow. And they were put on the roof. Holy hell.
Naked on the roof. You would probably get a rash.
I know,
like,
right?
What kind of roof was it? Like, because in England, they have a bunch of moss on the roofs of their houses. And they land on like dirty mossy tiles.
It was a big mansion, so there's probably greenery all
right.
Oh,
bugs crawling your nether regions. I don't like it.
Man, at least dispose their clothes next to them.
Or put a blanket down.
Oh, a nice
a nice blanket down.
Yeah, that would have been way better. But God.
So well, my theory is that Nick and Keith snuck off to have a little fun.
Oh, okay. You don't think
how they got on the roof? No, I don't know. That's crazy. It's more than 20 feet from the terrace.
Holy hell.
How would they get up there?
Yeah, no joke. And they had to have a helicopter to get them down?
Right, because when they had work done on the roof, they have to have special scaffolding and stuff built to get up there on the roof to do any kind of repairs or whatever.
They see? But they do seem superhuman.
Yeah.
So you got age and agility with both of.
So the aliens didn't do anything to their buttholes. They put it in their head. So this is how you can tell head or butthole. That's what we need to ask the aliens.
When it was done right.
Right.
Yeah.
Which end?
So the people that are dumb are the ones that got it in the ass.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why you see all these hillbilly farmers getting it in the butt. The aliens are like turning them over. I don't know which way, which end is up.
Like you said, it's the noobs working it. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I mean, but see, both instances, they ended up gaining like a superpower.
Right.
Because
I want superpowers.
I know. I want to be able to figure out how to make a tequila and
I know.
Open up a restaurant.
What would you name it? Not Cabo. That's already taken.
Yeah.
And that's such a good one.
No.
It's not really.
No. What could we?
Cabo. What the fuck?
I know. It's kind of embarrassing.
It is.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we'd have to just the Jackalope place.
I think I would like to have a corn dog restaurant. And I've mentioned this before, different kinds of corn dogs.
Yeah.
I fucking love corn dogs.
and make them all like chef style.
Yes.
Ooh.
Fancy corn dogs.
Right.
And, I mean, yeah.
Wonder if you could put a corn dog in sushi.
Well, a corn dog kind of is like cooked sushi.
It is.
You just chop it up and say, it's a corn dog roll.
It's a...
Don't put it on the stick
on top.
Right. Yeah. Mix mustard and ketchup.
Oh,
just gotta mix
there you
secret
go.
Sauce
there
on
you
top
go.
And go, here you go. Here's your corn dog roll.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I should probably call it different from a corn dog roll. Country roll.
Oh,
and a country roll. Yeah.
That's good. The country roll. So ripped off. $20 for a country roll. Like a cut up corn dog.
I know, right? I would totally fucking do it too. But yeah, I want a corn dog restaurant.
I like that.
Someone should have that.
No, that's really clever. I don't know what kind of restaurant. I'm not probed or didn't get it in my brain. So I can't figure out what kind of restaurant. Yeah.
Unprobed masses.
Exactly. So now we know all restaurant owners have been probed the right way.
Right.
The cool restaurants.
Speaking of probing.
Yeah.
The kazoo.
I wouldn't mind a kazoo probing.
It would get that little vibration going.
Yes, right. As someone blows the end.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could open up your mouth and it while you're getting it in the butt. So.
Oh, and it would come out your mouth?
Yeah.
Like it'd be like this giant human instrument.
Yeah. Or it might do the total opposite and be the brown note. It's almost like the way to clear your intestines.
Yeah. It's a really low note.
Won't be pretty.
Oh, welcome to the Lone Star Saloon, everybody.
Hey, where we talk about 1-star reviews of anything kind of music related.
Right. It could be anything to do with music. That a concert, a musician themselves, their music, their CDs.
Yeah.
But I got a funny one.
Oh, I got to hear this one.
On Amazon, there's a costume, and it's 1970s Mick Jagger wig.
Really?
Yeah, you can order a Mick Jagger wig.
Wow.
And this review is Brian A. Catan. And he says, not as advertised.
Okay.
He said, this wig arrived looking like a large clump of hair. It's all one length and very curly. The hair is very coarse and synthetic. It was next to impossible to shape. I had to change my costume to George Michael because this just did not work for Mick. And I didn't have time to work out another costume. Can you imagine?
He's quick.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, the one length and curly hair.
Oh God!
And George Michael, whatever, dude.
I don't know how curly it was.
Yeah. So halfway through the party, clumps of hair started falling out. It was like Chernobyl. The onion dip and the guacamole were totally ruined. I had to throw them in the trash in a very sneaky way when parts of the wig fell into the bowls. Do not buy.
It's like the people were probably saying George Jagger is fucking up our
where are all the condiments?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm kind of surprised he had a George Michael look that he could go to when Jagger didn't work.
What did he wear?
I don't know.
He just wore the same thing as now I'm George Michael.
I mean, going into his 80s closet.
Right. Yeah. Chernobyl. Chernobyl wig. Can you imagine it has some bald spots on it?
Oh God. Then he could go as a Chernobyl victim.
See, that would be a pretty good costume. That would have been
a better one if you knew the hair was going to fall out.
I have to speak Russian. Where's the bourse?
Well, mine is Sammy, not his regular rock kind of stuff. He actually came out with an album by Sammy Hagar and the U.F.O.F.U.
What the fuck is that? I don't know this. I have most of his records.
Well, I don't see you buying this one. It's called Living It Up. And it's almost like, when
Jimmy Buffett?
Yes. And he's kind of doing it to promote his restaurant, his tequila and all this stuff. Okay. Well, Ebb and Flow agrees with you. He gave this a 1-star. He says in the review, I thought I knew bad music, then I heard this album. But he starts it off, I've been a VH fan for years and years. I've loved Hagar's work with them as well as his solo work. As a matter of fact, I still listen to his self-titled album and think it stands the test of time. Let's face it, Sammy was never known as a lyrical giant, but he has hit an all-time low. What was that one? Dick in the Sand?
Dick in the Dirt.
Dick in the Dirt.
Yeah,
well, now this one would be Dick in the Sand because of Beach and Cabo.
You should redo it.
Yeah. This album is just plain pathetic. Every tune on it is a blatant advertisement for his resort and or his tequila. Give me a break. Can't you find something else to sing about? This album reminds me of Hollywood's take as a Buffett album. See? And not an early Buffett album, but one of his more recent releases. So if you're looking for bad lyrics that advertise Sammy Hagar's club and product lines, then this is the album for you. That's just sad.
What are some of the names of the songs?
Let's see. Do I have it there? Oh, I don't have it there.
Oh, okay. Because I want to know the names of these fucking songs.
That is true.
Probably shite.
Oh, that would be cool. No, but actually, let me get this. I'll just look it up here.
I want to know. I bet you, if he has anything called Cabo Wobble or something like that. About drinking too much.
Now, see, it would be cool if you had an album about corn dogs.
That's what I was just thinking.
Exactly.
Or the hot dog baptism.
Yes. Oh, my God. Let's see if it's even on streaming. Oh, here we go. Living it up.
Okay.
We got Living on a Coastline.
No.
Mexico. The Way We Live. I Love This Bar.
No, the country song. That's a horrible song.
Another one, One Sip. Rainy Day Women, number 12 and 35. Halfway to Memphis. Sailing. Oh,
the Christopher Cross song?
I hope not.
Oh, okay. Can you play it? I want to know if it's the same
sure.
song.
And then there's Let Me Take You There and Someday. Okay.
Okay, those don't even sound like beach songs, most of them. Up and down. No. No.
I don't think we're even going to have a copyright issue with that. Oh my God. At least that's not Christopher Cross. So
no. Okay.
But yeah, I think you need to work on corn dog songs.
Yeah.
That would be way better.
I think I will.
Okay.
I'll have one for next. Is this homework?
Why not?
For next time.
Yeah. Dog in the corn.
Put the corn on the dog. Corn on the dog. Yeah. And while we're laughing, guess what?
Yes, it is a happy ending. Way to transition. I'm really going to have to fight thinking corn dog titles while we go through the rest of the show.
Put it on a stick. Put it on a stick. They're all going to be like death metal songs.
Oh,
put it on a stick. Put it on a stick.
Dog.
Yeah.
Or raps. Yeah. Oh, corn dog wraps. WRAPS.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would eat those. You can make it healthy by putting in some lettuce.
Right.
Look, it's healthy. It's wrapped in a romaine lettuce.
That delicious. Does. Yeah, exactly. Just take off the bun. Yeah.
No, you leave the corn on it.
And it's just a dog. A lettuce dog.
Oh, man.
I was going to say for the vegetarians, but no.
Yeah, for the vegetarians, we wrap it in lettuce.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you can get a veggie dog, though. Veggie corn dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Those probably taste bad. But, so, speaking of tasting bad, I don't think the aliens put anything in their mouths.
No,
maybe.
No.
I mean, there's allegedly no mouth action.
Oh, right.
Happening.
Well, no wonder they get the butthole confused.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So, both of these stories. So, Sammy
has talked about it.
He's talked about it a lot. It's in a book.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Woods has talked about this and told stories about it.
Yeah.
And done interviews about it, but she is the only one who's spoken about it.
Yeah.
It did not happen. Well, I mean, she witnessed things,
right?
But is she trying to blow up a story? We don't know.
Yeah,
because Mick and Keith never have said that this happened. We do know though that Mick talks a lot about aliens.
Yeah,
and he does have the alien detector in his house,
and they do have the superpowers.
Right,
you got Keith who won't die,
right,
and Mick who just keeps running around a stage at his.
What is he, like 87?
Oh my God,
something
way up there.
Yeah, they're old as F, and they're running around like nothing bothers them.
Yeah, that's alien.
I think that proves that something went up their butts.
I agree. I agree. Something went wrong. But
anyway, so one of them is definitely not a jackalope. Right. One of them could be, but there's a lot of evidence pointing to it not being a jackalope.
Mm-hmm.
So
because he has the interest in UFOs.
Totally. Yeah. So everyone, thank you so much for listening. Follow the links in our show notes to find us on the socials.
Yeah, definitely. Like, subscribe, rate, leave us reviews on Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, merch.
All the things.
If you want to show abduction, wear some jackalope apparel.
Right.
that will show that you have been probed.
Yeah. Or you're it's a flag to be probed.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm open to probing.
And you know what? We'll let them decide. Do you want it in the ass or in the head?
Right. So wear your jackalope gear and get probed. There it is. And join us next time as we question, is it real or is it a jackalope tale?
Or just a gentle probe. You know?
I hope it's gentle.
I know. I think we're helping people's brains with these episodes.
I do too. I think that just by us having a podcast, it proves that we've been probed.
Yeah.
In some way.
What we're probing into.
Oh, right. Probing questions.
Jackalope Tales.
Right.
Yeah.
We've been probed.
Yeah.
We need to make new jackalope shirts.
I've been probed. I've been probed by the jackalope. Oh,
officially probed.
No, yeah. No, that is one to work on. With a
stone cold probing.
With a chocolate starfish on the bottom.
S'mores.
We can get the collection going.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Did you have Three Like Mine? That was a good album. Mm-hmm. Did that one have Dick in the Dirt in it? On it? I don't think that song, so. Dick in the Dirt.
I would remember that.
That's so funny. He had a song called Dick in the Dirt. Your love is driving me crazy. Your love just takes me away.